That's the woman who gets tattooed and pierced. Historically, tattoos and piercings were symbols of violence and degradation, often associated with sailors, gamblers, outcasts, and people who didn't fit in. Culture of society. These physical changes became symbols of identity and participation in subcultures that functioned outside of social structures. For example, sailors used tattoos as a form of identity to show their travels and experiences, but in some cultures, tattooing and piercings are considered a form of tattooing and a sign of social status. But in the last 10 to 15 years, tattoos and piercings have changed dramatically. What used to be a place of subcultures and different traditions has become a universal phenomenon embraced by people from all walks of life. This development reflects broader changes in society's attitudes towards body modification, self-expression, and individuality. The act of getting tattooed or pierced has gone global and is considered a form of art, self-expression, and empowerment. In this modern world, tattoos and piercings are not only violent, they show your place in a subculture. Now they are deeply rooted in popular culture. It is expressed in fashion, media, and advertising, and celebrated in various forms of art and entertainment. This acceptance is due to the influence of celebrities, social media, and the increasing visibility of tattooed people in professional and everyday settings. As a result, tattoos and piercings are increasingly seen as expressions of personal identity, cultural affiliation, or important life events, rather than symbols of rebellion. Also, there are different reasons for tattoos and piercings. Many people see these changes as a way to heal their bodies, tell the story of their travels, or simply enhance their beauty. For some, a tattoo is a way to commemorate important milestones, honor loved ones, and express a sense of belonging to a community. Challenges have also evolved from simple jewelry to complex and rich jewelry that complements individual personalities. In this context, understanding why women embrace tattoos and piercings requires looking at the past and examining the general meaning and significance of these choices. As society continues to evolve, so does the culture and acceptance of physical change, which reflects an inclusive approach to human nature. Injections are a better method because they are considered less permanent and can be removed without any long-term effects. On the other hand, a tattoo is permanent and difficult to remove. Today, women may be covered with tattoos for many reasons, including self-expression, aesthetic preference, or symbolic status. Some women get tattoos to fit into certain social groups or to conform to fashion trends. For some, a tattoo may be a sign of personal achievement or a sign of higher socioeconomic status due to the associated costs. This is similar to how fake nails can be seen as a symbol of wealth. Contrary to popular belief, many women with tattoos are involved in long-term and stable relationships. The claim that tattooed women are less emotionally stable or less capable of long-term relationships is not supported by research. Basically, a tattoo is a form of self-expression and does not determine the stability of a person's emotions or relationships. It is also important to understand that there are different reasons for tattoos. Some women get tattoos to cover their bodies, express personal or violent acts. Tattoos are seen in popular culture, and many people from all walks of life have them, from professionals to elites. Health considerations are just as important as certain cosmetic procedures. Tattoo inks, especially those from illegal sources, can pose a health risk. The Food and Drug Administration, FDA, has begun to examine these issues more closely, but consumers should be informed about the risks and make choices accordingly. Regarding the assertion that women will regret their tattoos as they age, it's important to understand that personal preferences and aesthetics can change over time for everyone, regardless of whether they have tattoos. The idea that tattoos will necessarily lead to regret or a decrease in attractiveness is an oversimplification and does not account for the many people who view their tattoos positively throughout their lives. In summary, tattoos and piercings represent much more than mere body modifications. They are powerful forms of personal expression that carry a wide range of meanings and cultural significance. These practices have evolved far beyond their historical associations with rebellion and marginalization, becoming integral to modern identity and self-expression. For many people, tattoos and piercings are not just an aesthetic choice, but a very meaningful symbol that reflects their experiences, values, and beliefs. The journey of body modification from specific cultures to mainstream acceptance reflects a broader societal shift toward acceptance of various forms of self-expression. Tattoos can represent many things, from important world events and personal symbols to being associated with certain ideas or communities. They often serve as symbols of a person's journey through life, documenting moments of joy, sorrow, triumph, and change. Also, piercing is a means of exploring and expressing one's personality, with many forms and spaces that allow creativity and identity expression. It is important to go beyond judgmental views, tattoo ideas, and piercings. These physical changes are essentially personal choices that are influenced by many factors, including heredity, personality traits, and individual experiences. For some, tattoos and piercings are a way to restore one's body and identity in a world that dictates repressive practices. For others, it's a way to celebrate their individuality or fit into certain social or cultural groups. In addition, the acceptance of tattooing and piercing in various professional and social contexts shows the development of awareness of personal and artistic freedom. The increasing visibility of tattooed people in a variety of contexts, from celebrities and midwives to everyday professionals, shows that body modification is no longer culturally relevant. Rather, it is valued as an expression of human nature and identity, contributing to the richness of cultural diversity. When considering the importance of tattoos and piercings, it is important to understand the positive aspects of this form of self-expression. They allow people to communicate with their people in a way that goes beyond the traditional oral or written methods. They can promote their sense of sovereignty and community among those with similar values and experiences, and they can serve as a powerful tool for human empowerment and empowerment. Of course, tattoos and piercings should be understood in the broader context of personal choice and identity. But to view them objectively or metaphorically, by understanding their importance as an expression of human and cultural discourse, they become more meaningful and appreciative. As societal attitudes continue to evolve, discussions of body modification will undoubtedly reflect a deepening understanding of how these practices contribute to the meaningfulness of experience and expression of the person. By promoting an inclusive and compassionate approach to body modification, we appreciate the different ways people choose to represent themselves and their stories. Tattoos and piercings, with their appearance and meaning, cannot be separated from the dynamic and many aspects of human identity.